You've probably seen bits and pieces of this story before. A documentary about dinosaurs here, something about early humans there, maybe a segment on the Cambrian explosion if you've gone down a YouTube rabbit hole at 2 a.m. But here's the thing nobody tells you. These pieces aren't random. They're all connected. They're chapters in the same book, and that book is about you. See, most of us learn evolution like we're looking at a photo album someone dropped down the stairs. We pick up a picture here or a picture there and try to figure out what order they go in. And sure, each photo is interesting on its own, but we never see the whole album arranged the way it's supposed to be. That's what this is, the whole album, in order from the first page to the last. And here's what makes it different from everything else you've watched. Every single organism we're going to talk about is your direct ancestor, not a cousin species, not an interesting side branch, not something kind of like your ancestor, your actual literal family line. The chain that connects you to the very beginning of life. Think about that for a second. 4 billion years of parents having children, an unbroken line stretching back to the first things that could make copies of themselves. If that chain had broken, even once, if just one of your ancestors had died before having offspring, you wouldn't be here, none of us would. We've spent months on this, not because evolution is complicated, though it is, not because we wanted to make the longest documentary possible, but we might have. We spent months to put the complete story in one place like no one has before. And there's a reason for that. The scientists who study the origin of life speak a completely different language than the scientists who study dinosaurs. The people who study dinosaurs barely talk to the people who study early humans. Everyone knows their specialty incredibly well, but almost nobody has traced the entire path from chemistry to you without skipping anything. We're going to do that, together. And, by the end, you won't just have a vague sense that evolution happened. You'll have seen exactly how it happened, step by step, with no gaps, no jumps, and no hand-waving. This is your story, your deep history, the longest and most unlikely success story ever told. Let's see where you came from.